Dun. Hey, Sunday 6:30, Yu-Gi-Oh! Monkeys Toy Auction. Let's get the main man in. Here he comes. Good afternoon, Vic.
Hey, how you doing, brother? You had a busy week, I hear.
So, yeah, man. Between parents, well, I've barely spoken to this week with like my parents visiting and
yeah, work
crazy.
and trying to
how are you?
Monkeys. So yeah, it's all good.
I love your T-shirt.
Thank you. Yeah, my favourite Godzilla film. That was my introduction to Godzilla. Godzilla 1985.
Sexy.
Godzilla Return.
Good evening to everybody at home. Welcome. We hope you're well. Sunday 6:30. We're gonna auction some stuff off. We've got some great stuff this week. We got Tony in.
Hey, how you doing, Tone? You alright, mate?
Adam in.
Try to sort your T-shirt out. It's funny. Pete, how you doing, bruv? Good to see ya. Madison, hopefully you've had a lovely weekend, Angel. Aaron, you doing all right, mate?
Tom, good evening, Mr. Hammond. So,
all the lovely regulars.
Tatson's in as well.
How you doing, Rob? You all right, brother?
What are they saying? Thanks for the Spider-Man graphic novels, Vic.
Oh, no worries, Tom. I'm glad I got there all safe, mate. I meant to reply to you when you messaged me on Insta. Sorry, mate. I was busy that morning, I think. So, fantastic good news. So, I'm glad you're pleased with them. What are we going to start with, John? Do you want to start with...
we start with comics?
Yeah. I know the lovely people love my my comic interpretations. So, got a big Planet of the Apes lot again.
Before he starts, just a reminder for everybody at home, if there is anybody new, Sammy will tell you when the auction's open and he'll start bidding. Bids for £1 minimum, really. Don't go less, you'll go mental. Get your bids in, and Vic's about to show you your first lot.
Lovely. How many have we got here? 1, 2, 4, 6.
There's quite a few in there.
8. There's 12 here. We got 12.
I'll put them up in there. And then like that. Come on then, let's have a little look at what you got. Come on then.
Right, let's start where there's sort of a run, and then I'll show you what else I've thrown in, because it's not a full run, unfortunately. Right, we're going with number 14, and it's Planet of the Apes and Dracula Lives. Where are the mutant monsters? We must slay them before they conquer the world. So that's your front cover. Pretty cool. On the back, you got Atlantic Toys, Atlantic Crossing, which is a plastic Italian brand. If anyone's unaware out there, they made a lot of toy models and tanks and toy soldiers. But I love a toy. I love a toy advert. Secrets of the Forbidden Zone, presented by Stan Lee. That's your first page there. Nice artwork. I won't go too deep into it yet. That's 114. Then we've got 115. So next one along. And it's all out war when Simeon battles mutants beneath the Planet of the Apes. I believe this continues on from where Beneath the Planet of the Apes was as a movie. Start of a story arc. On the back of it there, you got A Merry Marvel Christmas.
Merry Christmas.
Look at that. That's some proper 70s artwork there. Love that. At the bottom, you've also got, for Far Out Fantasy, Conan, Man-Thing, and Kazar. So I'm assuming there's a Conan story in there. Pretty cool. Don't know if there's any other adverts. I won't spoil the story too much. I'll let whoever wins it go for it. But yeah, that's 115. We've got 116. 116 is that front cover.
Nice.
Looks like a gorilla having it up with a claymore. So it says, for betraying your fellow apes, the humans shall now die. So yeah, 116. On the back, you've got one of my favourite Marvel characters, Howard the Duck.
I love Howard.
Look at that. That's Parker with Doctor Strange, Hulk, Black Knight, and I'm not sure if that Valkyrie at the bottom. I think that's the original Valkyrie. Before she got MCU'd.
Love it.
But yeah, great artwork inside as usual. So that's your 116. We're going to 117.
They're all nice, clean, and everything. They're really nice, man.
Nice and clean. There's a, I'm not going to say they're mint, but they're in good condition. I mean, that is really popping, that one. Love that. And that is remove the humans, no heart. Hairless apes shall sit on the world council. Silence here. My command is law. But yeah, there you go. Planet of the Apes. On the back, you have got a classic scene. I'll do it that way. Anyone that's seen the original know what that's about. The reason they done this, because you might, I'm not even sure. Yeah, you're going to see on the next books the reason to buy these in a lot. You get cutouts and you make your own picture.
Oh,
so,
wicked.
That's 117 anyway. Right, going to 118. Oh, I don't want it falling.
118.
118. There you go. 118, 118. And it's got a big, Dracula lives still. When we battle the humans, drill harder, they must be combat ready. But on the back of that, as I was saying, you can recreate cut out figures, your Marvel cut out figures.
That's really cool, isn't it?
It is smart, like to have the other one and this. Not that anyone's probably going to cut them out and make a collage. I mean, the prices we sell it at, you probably could. It wouldn't be
nice
if you do it, but nice popping colours. Don't know if there's any other storyline. Yeah, there's a Man-Thing storyline and a Conan in here, and a Kazar. You get a bit of it all in there. Planet of the Apes, Dracula. Next,
love it.
It gets a bit strange here. I remember looking at this. 119. We're still going in order. Great cover art there with the gorillas and the chimp in the tree.
Love it.
On the back, you get Red Skull and Cap.
Oh, so they can come into the world.
Red Skull with his naughty overalls there, which I'm not going to say any more about. But what, they're going to be in the Planet of the Apes world?
Wicked.
So there we go. That's 119. This is the sort of stuff you had to do in 1977 to entertain yourself.
Yeah.
Cut out your Planet of the Apes comics. Right. We're up to 120 now. Now, there is a little fold in this one at the bottom there. I don't know if you can see that. There's a fold. On the back, you got Boom, which is Marvelite Boom magazine. Essential filled with fascinating facts and pics about all your favourite Marvel characters.
I love it.
So,
I love it.
On the front, you got slay the half-faced men, let none escape. Now, there's some sort of Terminator thing going on here.
Ooh. Yeah.
There you go. was James Cameron reading Planet of the Apes comics back in the 70s?
Maybe it was. There's a chance in it.
There is a chance. Where are we? We're 1-2-1. 1-1.
1-1.
You've got no. The apes have captured us. We're doomed.
Oh no!
Must be Crystal Palace. But yeah, Slaves of the Apes. So on the back again, the Foom. So that's 1-2-1, and then we've got 1-2-2. And on the front of that, you've got some mutant getting battered. So say, fight on, we must win, and the mutants must die. Yeah, he looks like he's getting taken out by a machine gun nest there. So pretty cool. But I love the back of this one. I really do. Look at these.
Oh, the boppers. Oh, man.
Hammer the Hulk, stop the Spidey. Yeah, bot bags. Brilliant. So great stuff there. And that's the end of the little run. But there is another 3 comics because I didn't have any to go before or after. So I thought I wanted it to be an even number. And then I thought 10's not good enough. Let's chuck 12 at them. So we've got some random here. We've got number 31 from 1975. That's your front page. What's it say? Kingdom on an Island of Apes. So this is obviously early in. And then on the back of that, you got the Spider-Man Comic Weekly.
Oh yeah, of course. Yeah, man.
We got War. Oh, someone's trying to call me. That's just typical. You got Warlock in there as well, and yeah, well that's number 31. Let's move. Sorry, that phone call's put me off a bit. Number 48. Love the front page there. It looks like it's at a slave market. But what's even cooler about this one?
Oh, look!
I can barely hear you because that phone call's messed up my.
That's wicked, man.
I'm gonna have to leave and come back in a sec because I can't hear anything. So phone call's messed it all up again. But yeah, cut out Planet of the Apes mask. We have number 58. And it says, "Stop, don't come near me. Wife with that needle, you inhuman babies." So yeah, it looks like they're giving a jab out. And this was in 75. They were worried about it then. On the back, you've got giant superhero holiday grab bag.
Oh, look. That's a lovely set.
I'm going to leave and come back.
That's all right. That's all right.
2 seconds.
That's all right. So, ladies and gentlemen, you are bidding for 12 Planet of the Apes comics. They are vintage from the 70s. I think he said about 74, 76, 78. They're all UK style, so they're not like the little narrow ones. They're the wider ones, like the American style, like the UK style rather than the American style. Let's add Vic back in. Can you hear me?
I can hear you. Hopefully you can hear me. I was at this one, which was number 58, and it's got part of the adaptation at the bottom there of Escape from the Planet of the Apes, the movie, which is in this copy. So there you go. But yeah, pretty mad stuff going on there with that jab. So that's your 12 ape comics.
I love it. I think it's great. They're often bidding for them. Get your bids in now. Just comment the bid. Just a quickie. Kelvin is in.
Sorry, I was just going to say it does. You got another Kazar story in there, and you've also got a Black Panther storyline. The one before that, there was a Captain Marvel storyline and a Warlock storyline. So I have those last because I'm not sure what you heard and what you didn't. And but they're 12. They're nice and bright. As I've said every time when I've been selling these British type comics, I think, mate, you could frame them and they'd look great. You know what I mean? Individually together. They cut out the masks, wear them at Halloween.
Yeah, so they're often doing that. We'll leave them at that a minute. I just said to them while you were off the call, they were the UK size, so they're a larger size in there. you know, and they've obviously got pence on them rather than the Americans. And I know for a long time everybody was like, "Oh, we want dollars, we want dollars, we want dollars." But I think people are slowly realizing there's less of the pence, so the pence stuff is definitely going up. Definitely.
I think that's
Look
probably
at that,
one of the
man.
best issues. Though. Your free
Look.
aid mask. It's worth bidding on it just for that. I mean, that would make me so much prettier. Look.
I love it. I love it. Coming up in
how to make your ape mask. Stick the page onto a cardboard, like a cereal packet in brackets, but carefully cut round the face and make a small hole in each side where the mark with a dot. Thread a length of elastic between the holes to fit your head. Finish off the mask with a small hole in each eye, so you can see through, and something in the nose shown by a dotted line. Cut through the mouth. Are you ready to be another Galen? That's reference to the actual TV series then.
Yeah. These are TV and I.
So
I love it.
Interesting.
I love them. Obviously, there's nothing about having parents or an adult to do any of that for you. In the 70s, they were like, "No, just grab
a knife or scissors,
bread knife, flick knife, any of those knives you bought this week, and just cut it out, boy. Oh, you're fine." So we've also got some great stuff coming up as well later on in the show. Vic's got some good things. I got some good things. I know that one of the chaps that I'm selling some of the bits tonight, I got them out of his loft. So yeah, it's quite cool, the good stuff. We'll be able to see what goes tonight. They're still bidding for the comics. Get your bids in. Because we're
going to be on here long.
We're here for an hour.
Bargain.
Grab a bargain. That's what we like you to do. You know how we like you to grab a bargain. If you're new, maybe in between the auctions, just say, "Hello, I'm new." Introduce yourself to everybody, because we got a really good community. Really good
Fantastic
community.
People.
I do like these comics. I like them.
I do. Hopefully they help someone or keep someone entertained for a few hours, as in reading material. I know it's strange to read paper products nowadays. It's not on a screen, but it's actual artwork.
It's sold, and guess who's got it? Of course she has. Of course she has. Miss Flying Fingers herself. Fastest fingers I know. Miss Madison has gone for £9.
Well done, Madison. Lovely, darling.
Fastest fingers.
Wicked. I expect to see that Planet of the Apes Galen mask on Tony at the next toy show.
Yes. I want him like, oh, and you gotta cut the eyes out for him, otherwise he'll be like this, won't he?
Oh, brilliant. What do you want to do next? One of mine, one of yours?
I don't know. What do you want to do next? We can do a buzz quick, or we can do a board games quick, or what do you want to do? Well, go on, you do another one. Go on. Do it up for it. You seem to be quite informative today. He is, ladies and gentlemen, Vic is quite informative today. He's been telling you interesting things before the show.
I've got 3 board games for you guys. They're all complete. They're all a little bit different. We all know Connect 4 and Twister and Go for Broke and Yahtzee, but did you know that you might need the Garfield party game in your life?
See, now I would. Vic, come on, it's Garfield.
It's Pucker. There you go. That's the back. It says, "The knack of partying with Garfield. Forget your diet. Forget your manners. This game is made for glutens. Attack the snacks. Snatch your favourites. When you grab the 8, you've got the game." So that,
I love it.
Basically, I think it's all about eating. So, but yeah, we're all there. You got the little cakes and the lasagnas.
You could replay it.
You got little piece. Yeah, hang on, I'm about to get to that. Hang on. Instructions. And then you've got the original Garfield paper plate. Oh, someone left a pizza on there on one of the plates. There you go.
I've picked up a couple of these ones, and I've never once had to play it with it.
We've got the bulb. Look.
I love this stuff.
This I don't know when this come out because it only has a Garfield trademark on it, which is like 1970. So I'm assuming this is 80s though, or maybe even nine. Oh, I found it. I found it at the back of the instructions. 1989.
1989. There you go. It's an 80s toy. It's an 80s kid. I
Yeah.
love this one. I like the Star Wars stuff, but come on.
It's cool. It's neat.
Look at that. The artwork's good. I mean, it's
it's not perfect, but it's in quite nice condition. It's not one of them ball games you see every week. That's what I've tried to do with this little ball game selection. The next one on the list is the Addams Family.
This one. They're all good. They're all good games. I remember now. I've seen it. Yes.
And that's from 1992 when they done the movie. And I'll be honest, I'm not usually one for all your remakes and that. And I love the original Addams Family TV show, but I thought these movies were good. They were fun. I mean, I was only young myself.
What you want to sing? Here with the family. Yeah,
that's what we're singing now. Right. This ain't in mint condition. It's in good condition. You've got your Uncle Fester cards. Some of them are a bit wavy. So, but they're there. You've got all your pieces. Now, the cool thing about this one, to put the ball together, it's a jigsaw.
Oh, wicked.
So, it's in 4 pieces. And it's just basically one giant jigsaw.
I love it.
How are we doing this? There you go. This is all live. I should be doing it the other way.
All live.
But yeah, there's the you're gonna make me do the last bit. No, look, it's all falling apart. All falling apart, but it is all there. There's the 4th piece.
Show the people. Show them.
There's the instructions. We've got 1 piece, 2 pieces. It's a jigsaw I just can't do. There's only 4 pieces. So 3 piece, 4 piece. So you have to actually, put the ball together as well. So that's complete with instructions. It says the Addams Family are certainly the weirdest, kookiest clan of all time. You can now join them for a fun with their own game. The Addams Family are made up of Gomez and his delightful wife Morticia, who speaks him in French as sparks begin to fly. The butler Lurch gives everyone a warm and welcome hand. Have you seen the door opener? The weird thing. Let us not forget the wonderful children Wednesday and Pugsley, and the deceitful Tully and Dr. Shoeless. Did you ever? Oh, it's hard to read this because it's in that funny German. Look at that! Look at that! That text is like ancient Germanic or something. Do you know what I mean? It's there. It's the Addams Family. You lot can laugh later at me trying to read it. It's there. There you go. Now this one, which I'm going to show you. This one that I'm going to show you, I've never even seen in my life. And I've taken it to a few fairs, and I'm reasonable. I'm open to offers, but people are going, "That's really cool. Never seen it." But no one seems to want to pull the trigger. That's why I've chucked it in here, and it'll go for whatever. I mean, it's not a toy brand that I had a passion for, but I know it's big out there. People like it's Mighty Max anyway. Let's get to it. It's Mighty Max.
Let's show it now. Let's show it.
That's a huge box. It's made by Mattel. I'm reading all this off the box because I don't. 1994 Mattel. There is a ball, but there's also a mountain. You have to be. Look at that. This is the game.
That's brilliant.
So you have to build that.
That's brilliant.
It's called The Ultimate Adventure through 6 Doom Zones. So I'll show you a bit of what's in the box, but like I say, it's a big old game.
What's in the box? What's in the box?
The Ultimate Adventure game instructions. This shouldn't even be in here. This is for Atmosphere, a totally different game. Oh, brilliant. And this is a set. Oh, this is essentially the ball. And then you build the pieces over the board. It's a bit like Ghost Castle. You know what I mean? You have to build the
I love it.
The cardboard up. But yeah, you've got all your little Mighty Max men, monsters. That looks like Cthulhu. Funky dice. Very 90s, and they've all got 4s on for some reason, but in different colours. I've never played the game.
It's like a rigged D&D dice.
We've got King Kong there. He's having it with all the monsters. So is that? I don't know. Is that Dave? I don't know who that is. But yeah, there's him. He's a professor. You got Gas Mask Man.
Oh man, they're all there.
You've got Reject from Lord of the Rings. I don't know. They're all here. So, but yeah, that's your game, and you've actually got to use the bottom of the box to stabilize the mountain.
Oh yeah, you put it in the base. That's right.
Yeah, when I put it together, I tried to put it together without it being in the bottom of the box, and lo and behold, it's a lot easier if you just leave it laid in the bottom of the box, the tray,
and then build it up.
I love it. Yeah, that's your Mighty Max game. So features for 3D board game.
Coming out, chaps, you got the 3 games there. They are good. You got the Addams Family, Garfield, and that amazing Mighty Max as well, which I think is really cool.
Just to go back to the Addams Family, because I was a bit quick because I got confused by all the Germanic tech. Yeah, look, there is damage to the box. It's not mint. There is tape holding some of it together. But it looks nice. It displays nice that way. It's just around the edges. They've reinforced it. I want to be.
Is the Mighty Max? Madison's asking, is the Mighty Max complete?
Yes, the Mighty Max is complete. I had to build that bloody tower thing. It's just not a very organised box.
It looks like kind of box. You know what it reminds me of?
I'll show you why. Look, we go down. Look at that mess. So, I've got to plug my phone. It's just told me I've only got 15%. But no, it's all there. You've got the whole mountain.
It reminds you know what it reminds me of? It reminds me of like an upside down or the wrong way round Palatoy Death Star.
A little bit, yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
Oh, I do lie. There's 3 dices.
There's 3 dices.
I know when I got this game, I checked it. I looked at it and I was like, no, it's there. It's all there. I had it on the stall, so yeah.
Welcome to Monkey's Auction. We always get it eventually. I love it.
So they've even got the little cutout. Are these the counters? There's so much cardboard in the bottom of this box. I don't know what needed throwing away and what needed keeping. Do you know what I mean? I don't know if some of it's the bits where they've pushed the figures out. But no, I believe they're the count.
I think they're wicked. I think they are stunning. And they're good, like the Garfield one. I'm going to put the Garfield one. I would probably swap out the little cardboard food for actual food to make it interesting.
Yeah.
The Addams Family Halloween game, scare the grandma, hola, nice buildy thing. And then the Mighty Max looks like player, doesn't it? That looks like a drinking game or something. I love her. The kids are going to love her as well, I think. I've
not played any of them. I'll be totally honest. Not played any of them. But that Mighty Max one, when you build it, it is quite impressive. It's quite probably glaze about that high. So,
and it's no one. It's like obviously we've seen the Mighty Max heads and the cartoons and all this stuff, but I've not seen that game before. I don't think it's not a product that I've seen many of.
And then I checked it out on the Evil Bay to see, and I was like, the prices were all over the place. Some are sold for none, some are sold for a lot, and
well, at least this one's complete. At least this one's complete in a nice box. So if it is something you're going to go, I'm going to buy that to sell, to invest, or because you're a Mighty Max collector, it's a good one to pick up. That one, I think. I'd buy it for the Garfield game. I'd buy it all for the Garfield game. But
yeah, Mighty Max is only 2 to 4 players because I was thinking there's not many people in there to use. There's monsters, but yeah, that's why, because you can only have 4 players.
But that's standard. I haven't got 4 friends anyway, so I'm fine. Me, you, Samantha, done. Still coming up. We've got some Star Wars stuff. We've got a Buzz Lightyear. You've got, what have you got? You've got another good lot.
Oh no, I've got a bunch of action figures.
Yeah,
The action they're superheroes. They're mainly X-Men, but there's a couple of DC figures in there as well. Just
I think those little action lots, those they are the lots. If there's any traders out there or people watching this next lot coming up when Vic does his next lot, watch it because they got little bundles to pick up. I reckon. And I've got. Are we closed?
Yeah.
Are we closed?
beautiful.
They fly in tonight, the pair of them. Mr. Tony, £18.
Is that Mr. McDermott? Because if it is, they're going to the same place, and we'll sort something out in the post. So
I love them. That's the McDermotts are flying this evening, Bob. They are flying.
lovely.
Should we do a buzz?
Yeah, do a buzz.
So
Proper humid in London tonight.
it's nice up here, but it has been humid in the daytime.
Yeah, muggy. I'm gonna use a lightsaber to push the window open.
Love it. I love it. So we got a Buzz Lightyear.
Who's that then?
I don't know I'll be honest with you. I don't even know if he's been at the box. I don't know. It's open box. Should he have ties on him? I don't know. But it's got a box. He's an old one. It's not like a last film one by any stretch of the imagination.
Oh no, the last film one doesn't even look like him anymore.
I'm looking for a year. Well, there's not even website on it or anything. So I think we're looking at like an original Buzz Lightyear. Think way. So here's a box. The box is nice. There is some shelfware and stuff. It's like a thin. It's a single layered box. It's not like a double wall one. It's a single wall. And then you've got a bit of polystyrene. There's a bit of damage to the polystyrene there. Then you got Buzz. And he looks to all be there. And he looks to be quite cool. And he looks to be working. Now, his batteries are out. But I didn't want to change the batteries, to be honest with you. Because, yeah, I think this is a nice one, this one. I love him. So there you have it. Often bidding. See what you think. It's not rocket science. Well, it kind of is.
We know he's a rocket man, and we know it's vintage. You say it's Thinkway, which they don't make. Disney, all Disney toys now are made through Disney, through Hasbro. So yeah, it's an old one, mate, which is good. And the box looks really nice and clear. I know you're saying the shelfware, but I don't know when Toy Story come out. Late 90s, early 2000s.
Can somebody answer that on the old the button is for the bit small ones and the small ones is to do the voices. Yeah, I know. So, but I don't think he needs batteries in him, but the wings work all right and come out and stuff. Yeah, man. There you have it. Something a bit different, I thought, this week. Normally I bring the true vintage. But I know this is vintage. I mean, good grief, I feel old.
We are old, bruv.
But the box, so you've got laser things and wing release and green trim glows in the dark. Batteries go in the back. Manufactured in New York. Made in China, though. I love it when they write that. Manufactured in New York, made in China.
Designed in America, made in China. Components designed in...
So I'm going to put it back in the box, and I'm going to mess around with this one too much. I think everybody knows what it is. If you are a Toy Story fan, great. It's great to have an original piece of the film. However, if you are a toy collector in general, I would have one of them. But, you know, for general toy collecting, that's quite nice, I reckon.
It looks great in a box. I've never had one in a box. I've sold plenty out of the box, but yeah, very iconic. So
yeah, the artwork's nice on. It's got that blue sky and stuff. And I didn't even, to be honest with you, I don't know if you did. I didn't even look on eBay to see what they're going for anything because
I ain't really had a chance to chat to you about anything, so we didn't get round to it. So
no, so we're kind of playing this one a bit blind. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put the screen share up so people can see him, and we can have a little talk. I tell you something, I cried when I watched Toy Story 4 where they're going in the furnace. I did cry a little bit. I can't help it. I don't watch many things, but I end up watching a Toy Story. I love it. I love like the writing on the feet, the way that they write, like
Andy. Yeah, it looks great. So
and I like things like the stringy, bringing all the old toys like the springy dog, and even the action
Slinky Dog. It was great. I mean, they did bring in a lot of. I'm trying to think. As it went on, they brought in more and more stuff because I think Barbie was there, wasn't she? And
Barbie, and Ken, because they're in a car. I think they did. My favorite one were what's the pig? Oh, yeah.
I know the pig you're on about, but yeah, I mean, my favourite was the little green soldiers. I thought they were brilliant in the first one.
They were brilliant done, weren't they? They were brilliant. In fact, every time I think of it, when you talk about the little soldiers, I think about them ones. Oh, this way. So there you have it.
There we have it. Buzz Lightyear. Obviously, he's had a movie out recently.
I'm just looking at all the comments. Somebody was talking about. Good evening, Toy Planet. Good evening, Lawrence. Toy Planet UK. Go check his.
Hey, Lawrence the legend. How you doing, brother?
So we got a bit of different people saying. Some people saying it's 94. So Tom says 94. Mark says 95, and Tats and Toys saying 96. But it's about that time.
Shows you how I lost stuff. I'll be honest, the 90s is a bit of blur for me. So I know Toy Story come out around 90 to 2000. That's why I was like, all I remember is Power the Force and a lot of fun times.
Yes. So there you are. He's there. I like him. He's right. It's funny.
Mate, he's iconic now. It's mad to think that he's vintage, but he is. It's just that.
My mom's been here this week, right? And she always, you know what she's like? She always like cleaning and tidying up and stuff. And she said to me, is that a Buzz Lightyear, like an old one? And I said, yeah, it's like from the original. She went, I can't believe how long ago that is now. I feel old. And I said, well, imagine how I feel. I feel like older. But she was like, do you know what? They're good, you know? And I said, yeah. They're like, even my mum was like, they do look cool. She was like, she nicked it. If I hadn't said, oh, we're going to put that in the auction this week, I could see what she was saying. She was like, oh, do you think I could take her back with me? Because she does that. If she is watching tonight, she'll know. What they said, they have a conversation. Mark was correct with 95. So it's 1995.
What a year.
What a year.
Take me back, please.
Just a quick, I think Norfolk Toy Fair was on this weekend. Norwich Toy Fair, I think was.
I'm not sure, mate.
Possibly. I don't know if anybody went to that, but I hope In Demand and everybody had a lovely day.
I know next week the guys at Chatham are having a big show because there's wrestling there. There's show, all sorts of things going on next week in Chatham. So if you're free and you're local Saturday, check out Zook's Pop Culture on social media, and there's going to be a lot of the guys you know there, like Tom Pizarro. I'm sure Sue's going to be there. I'm speaking like I know, but I don't know Sue. But let us know if you are going to be there. I know. I'm trying to think who else is going to be. I know a lot of the guys we know are going to be there. So go to Chatham Saturday.
If you're in Kent or like the surrounding
Or
area,
in London, yeah, have a little
or you
road
fancy
trip.
a road trip. Oh, here we go. Pete is saying they're all telling us things now. Mr. Dalglish is telling us that it was 95, and Pete is telling us that LFCC next week, London Film Comic Con next week.
That's very true as well. London Film Comic Con's on.
I think a few of our friends are going.
I was talking about it all day yesterday, but yeah.
I think the Paul is going to Toy Scavenger. I think he will have a stall there.
Yeah, I think Aaron might be doing a stall there as well. Empire Toys.
Oh, go on, Aaron. Knock him dead. Go and show him the trick.
Sue,
Aaron, chat them this Saturday. Come say hello. Plenty of bargains. Plenty of bargains. Go and see him. Get a photograph with them. Get sharing. Spread the love. There's, what are they saying here? Not a toy fair, but a really cool exhibition in Star Wars droids today in Bristol. Oh, that's cool. Share the page. Show us a photograph, though. They're still bidding for the buzz. It's still going on. In the background. The other Aaron is saying, I'm going to try and do Chatham and London. He's going to try and do the both on Saturday. The double.
Man on a mission.
Man on a mission. Man on a mission. Right, okay. We can't be much longer on this. This must be... there you go. So that's what you're bidding for. Let's like that. Because we've still got...
Toy of the year, wasn't it?
You what?
Wasn't that one of the toys of the year? You know, like one of them toys that people couldn't get at the time at Christmas.
Yeah, I think that was the thing with it, wasn't it? It was like they drove.
Yeah.
I think we sold. It's gone. Stefan, look, £48, Stefan. Thank you very much. I'll get that out to you this week. That's good, that one. You've done well there. I'm telling you. You've done really well there. Right, should we try another one then?
Yeah, sure.
There she is, bless her. Well
done.
Yeah, go on. You go first. Let me stop the sharing. It's been a long weekend. If I'm not professional tonight, it's because it's been a long weekend, right? I love everybody at home. Honest. I know Vic had a busy day yesterday, but he's keeping this thing going at the moment. Right, coming in. Come on, Mr. Vic. Show us some figures.
I think we've got 7 figures. Do you want to... Have you got the picture there? Just to double check with me. What? Brilliant.
This one.
I've dropped one.
This one.
There you go. Yeah, that's the picture. That's right. They're all there. Right. We'll start at the top.
I'm going to do it like that. Go.
You've got me. Right. Start at the top there. You have... Actually, let's go left to right instead of right to left. You've got Bane in this vinyl-matic style, which is pretty cool, articulated, no survivors. Character that a lot of people's controversy about because of his the way he was in the movie. I quite enjoyed him in the movie. He just tried to make him more realistic. But yeah, it's cool. It's one of those funky little vinyl figures from DC. While we're on the DC tip and funky little vinyl figures, we've got the Black Lantern there. A character I know nothing about. But I know he's DC and I know he's something to do with the Green Lantern Corps. He's probably a baddie because he's wearing black. But this was a Walgreens exclusive. So you're getting a Black Lantern, whoever wins this. These are all sealed. If there's any discrepancies, I'll let you know. These two were supposed to be Walgreens exclusives as well. You have a mini mate set, which is a bit like the vinyl Vinnie mates that we just showed you. And I love Deadpool and Negasonic Teenage Warhead.
Wicked.
Get it right. But yeah, look, you get these cool little guys. They're all articulated, come with accessories. I think there's a spare body in there for Deadpool as well, wearing his Deadpool 2, you know, like that yellow jersey thing he wore over the top. But yeah, that's what you're getting. And we've got
they're quite cool, isn't they?
You got the Logan ones, mini mates. Now, I love this movie as well. This was a time, you know, both these films are great. So obviously you get Laura or X-23, whatever you want to call her. So that's your vinyl mini mates, Logan. So there's 4 pieces. Then we're going down to original X-Men movie. You got Rogue. I love the way they've put the actress's name. Look, Anna Paquin as Rogue.
I know, it's weird how they did that.
So, yeah, there she is. And there she is.
These will definitely be collectible, these buggers. Like, they are already, but you know these.
This one's a good nick. It's a little bit dusty, but yeah, it's a not bad nick. Now, the next one, there is an issue. You're getting Toad.
There is an issue.
There's always an issue with me. You're getting a Toad from the same, but there is some damage to the packaging there, as you can see. Where it's gone brittle, it's yellowed and just started to crumple. He is cracked. He's new in pack.
Does he? The toy's never been out.
No, and as it says, this is Ray Park as Toad.
Ray Park as Toad.
There you go. And he comes with that lovely some sort of sick stuff, isn't it? But yeah, that's your Toy Biz X-Men. When did this come out? I mean, look, this is how old we are. 2000s. These are 22 years old now.
And we are talking like, oh, they came out last week. They're 20 years old.
22 years ago this come out. So yeah, that's why it went yellowed and cracked. That's the excuse. It's the only one with a bit of issue as far as I know out of this lot today. So if you're a Ray Park fan, I'm really sorry if you're going to get this signed at Comic Con. But it is cool. It's a character that I don't think they've done much. Last but not least, and it was Pride this week or month, you've got Iceman there, which I believe was the first one to come out in the X-Men. So, but that's modern, super modern. Everyone knows what these are. Retro Hasbro figures. It's on a card. I don't know what wave he is. It's something I've picked up along the line. I just wanted to.
Is this wave? Oh.
This wave. Woo. Anyway, yeah, X-Men Iceman, retro, 3 3/4 inch. You might need him for your collection. You might just want to use him as a G.I. Joe clone. That's what I'd do.
So what have you got then?
That's it. So you've got 7 there, 7 figures, all in boxed, all packed. Well, there's more than 7 because these little mini.
I was going to say
get 2 of each, but you got to love Deadpool and Logan. You got, I mean, so yeah, that's my little lot there. Hopefully it'll work for someone. Hopefully it's something there someone likes. I do like this guy as well. He's no, I just I think it's because I like the character. That's awesome. So I can't say much about Black Lantern. It looks like Green Lantern. But
show me the Deadpool. Come on, show me the Deadpool. You know, I like a Deadpool. Yeah, that's a wicked set.
Yeah, these are like they're like kind of like Lego-ish, but they're not. If you know what I mean, they're not for blocks, and they've got more articulation. I just kind of wish the logo. I understand why they put X-23 with him or Laura. I wish they'd just put Patrick Stewart with him though, like being abusive in his wheelchair, like he was in the film. That was
you.
Don't you remember? Have you seen the Logan movie?
Yeah.
Oh mate, he was great in that. It's my favourite Patrick Stewart character. So there's your lot. 7 packed kind of X-Men figures, apart from the 2 DCs.
So yeah, can you show the? I'm just looking. Oh yeah, okay. So yeah, Toy Biz, isn't it? Sorry, I missed all that. Yeah, it was Toy Biz.
Yeah, they're Toy Biz, mate. They're Toy Biz. I mean, this is unpunched, but it only come out last week.
I'm just looking. 22 years. The X-Men figures are 22 years old, man. That's blown my brains a little bit for a minute.
It's mad to think that franchise, like that movie franchise, started even without the toys. Just to think the movies were 22 years ago. Because that's a bigger gap than say Star Wars: A New Hope and Episode 1.
Yeah.
To what we're, but in your mind, so if you was there to see it, New Hope, would you feel the same about? No, you wouldn't. You'd look at it totally different. It's crazy.
Yeah, that's blown me up. That's blown my brain out. Okay, what's he saying? This one, Lawrence is saying Brentwood Fair is finally back on October.
Yeah, I'll be there with you, Lawrence. I'll try and get a stall next to you, to be honest, mate, like I did last time. That means I'm next to all the good stuff. So when you see the good stuff at Brentwood, I'll be next to that.
That's the easy one for me. I could do that one.
What's Essex? How's that easy?
Well, it might be all right. Depends. I'm trying to work out my diary a bit better with the gigs so I can get to a few more of these toy fairs. To
be honest, Brentwood was the first show that I actually proper met Lawrence. I'd seen him around before, but we proper, had a chat and, bonded.
You realise what a jolly good chap he is.
Or vice versa, maybe,
He knew that he loved you as well, look.
Yeah. So good times. I like Brentwood. It's not the biggest show in the world, but it's not too small and it's not too big. It's just right.
Just right.
So some shows are intimidating, like Sandown's a pain. I love Sandown, but like you get lost in there because you don't know what row you've gone down because all the rows get all windy and into one another, and there's the smell of trains. And at least Brentwood's a nice big square, and you've been down the road. It's easy to navigate. That's probably the best word for it.
Look, he's saying, look, you got it in right then. You have got it in right then. Vic,
what can I say? I'm going to put him down as a reference next time.
Yeah, where do you want an house now? What are they saying? Is Brentwood? Yes. So that's what they're just talking about. Brentwood is finally back. October the 8th. Yeah. And that's just brought us to the end. So that's sold with Steve. Oh, he's got a bargain. He's got a bargain. I'm sorry, Bob. 25 quid. Look at that.
Wow, it's a bargain. But well done, mate. I'll get that out to you this week. Beautiful.
Well done, Steve. You got a bargain here. You'll make good some. You'll either collect them or open them at that price. Blood, open them. Open them.
Give
Play
them
with them
to
in
the
the bath. Play with them in the bath. Right. We haven't got long. Should we get this last one off? And then I've got to shoot.
Let's get this last one going. It's exciting. This one. I like this one, but
right, come on.
Star Wars as well.
Right, okay. So we got Millennium Falcon. It's not a vintage one, it's a 90s one. It's Power of the Force 2 is a one of the European release funny, lots of language boxes. Like a tri-logo, I suppose. Is that what they referred to them in the 90s? Did they refer to them as tri-logo?
Yeah, multilingual or tri-logo. I don't think anyone really cared. They were too busy fighting out for the He-Men.
So, right, the box is a good, solid box. It's a good, solid box. It's a good, solid box. Probably a rips or anything. Then out comes the Millennium Falcon.
Sorry, I had to plug myself in there, guys. If you just had a quick whip at my ceiling. But
so it's all right. We didn't see a bottom. It's fine. So you got bottom handles there, legs come down. So it's exactly like a vintage one, but obviously
I was going to say it's superior to the vintage one. It's the same mold, but with better electronics, better paint apps. To be honest, I know it probably doesn't have the nostalgia as the original for people, but it's the original in heart, but with a paint job and better electronics. It's like it's having had a good MOT.
And there's a little Han Solo in there for you as well. Look, he's a little Brucey bonus.
Yeah, the biggest issue with this, and I know you've got an X-Wing coming up as well, have you?
Yeah.
The biggest
Yeah.
issue, what I can talking point about these is when Kenner Hasbro released these, they remolded the original X-Wing and the Snowspeeder and the Falcon with all the old molds and just updated them, made them look that much cooler. But unfortunately, the He-Man figures that they brought out at the time don't fit in the cockpit. You've got Han Solo in there, but you can't fit a Chewbacca next to him. You can't even fit a Monkey Leia next to him. But you can fit a vintage Chewie and Han in there.
Yeah, you can. Perfect. So you guys that one. I think it's all there, but I think what the ramp is intact. So the ramp is not missing a clips. It's a nice ramp, but I think one of the uprights is missing. But apart from that, that's a lovely bit of kit, man. For somebody
Nice
collect.
box.
Yeah, man. That display's good. It's lovely. My all week. It's nice. And to spice it up a bit, I got an X-Wing, 90s one, with a little Luke in there. Hello, Vic. Hello, I'm about to destroy the Death Star. Ha 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 ha.
He's fitting in there quite well, considering.
I know. I had to poke him in a bit. It all works.
It's the exact same mold. It's a nice piece, man.
Sound effects are working on that one as well. When the wings go up, it makes all the noises. We got one of them.
Nice. Land speed up.
There's loads. Hang on a minute. I should have done this one before you were last lot because it's right. Okay, so we got a Luke with a lightsaber to go with that as well. Look,
Lovely.
then we got speeder bike, missing flaps, but with a little handlebars and all that. With a little.
They were the first articulated figures in Power of the Force 2.
Were they?
Just a little. Well, they got articulated knees on them.
Yeah, they have good knowledge.
A little bit of knowledge on them.
Stormtrooper with a gun. His name is Brian.
Brian.
Django.
Django. Oh, Django Fett.
Just
I was thinking of the cowboy. Is his backpack on?
Yeah, man.
Okay, that's good. It's rare to see that. Has he got his West Stars in his holsters? On his knees? On his thighs, sorry.
Dude, yes. Yes, it has.
Yeah. That's brilliant. Them guns are worth. He's only got one. Well, he actually lost one. It's a Revenge of the Sith, because he lost one to Obi-Wan Kenobi in Attack of the Clones. That's why when he pulled out the blaster on the mace, he only had one.
That's why he's only got one. So he's there. And then finally, I got a little Yoda in a backpack with a Luke going training.
Luke Dagobah.
Yeah. So that's what you got. Let me put the little picture up because there's loads of them. It's hard to share. Right, get your bids in. Don't mess around because we haven't got long. Right, okay. So Millennium Falcon, Land Speeder, Biker Scout there, and Bike, Stormtrooper, Django, Lord. I know I can't talk. Luke, there's Han Solo in the cockpit. There's an X-wing. Yeah, in my opinion, if you've got kids or you want to start collecting, this is like.
It's nice. It's a nice setup. And all right, as I say, they're not vintage, but they are nice for dioramas. This stuff because they fit the vintage stuff so well because they're just remolds of the original stuff.
Yeah. Yeah. And
the only difference is the colours, and like they got better paint jobs. I mean, things like the struts. I think the struts are grey as opposed to blue. Like the blasters on the X-wing, they're grey as well, aren't they? As opposed to black.
And I think, yeah, they're all working still. Like I don't know if you can hear that, but all the sound effects are all working.
That one with the sound effects, I think that one come out a bit later. I don't think that was the first one. Yeah.
And of course, it's going to say.
When I say later, I don't mean much later. I mean like 98 or something.
I can't even read that.
No, because they brought two out, and when they brought the electronic one out, it was a lot more expensive.
Oh, go yeah.
The first one didn't have the electronics in it.
Where's the little buttons for this one then? See if it's got any juice. I'm going to check the battery compartment. Oh, I can't get I can't get my fingers in it. The battery compartment.
So like on the original Falcon, it makes that awful noise.
The motor noise
doesn't do that anymore. It makes proper noises.
No, it makes really good noise, and I can't get it open. Oh, I wish this wasn't live. I don't have all this ready. I wish we were better, like professionals.
Professionalism and production, but we are what we are, guys.
Oh, that ramp's the ramp's good, but it's missing one string, and that's it. Everything else, like I think it's just been out on display, but the box is cracking. Like genuine, that box is a cracking little box. I mean, I've seen ones. I was surprised. I checked on eBay because I wasn't really sure. I knew, like, obviously, I know my vintage stuff. I know the prices and whatever. But I was quite surprised. 70 quid was going for in the same condition. 65 to 70 quid because of the postage. Because everybody charges you a postage tenner postage straight away. And I've tried to keep the postage down to try and help a little bit if I can. So there you have it. There's your lots. Get your bids in now because you'll end this soon. Somebody's going to get a bargain. I know they are. Shall we do it again next week, Vic?
Yeah, mate. Yeah, I would like to. We'll have a chat and see what's occurring this week. So
I'm off next weekend, so I'm around all weekend, so we can do something.
Lovely.
But yeah, thank you for everybody who's tuned in again. We hope you've got a bargain. And if you missed out on a bargain, that means you should have bidded quicker or bidded more.
No.
I think. Let me just get these down here a second. So they can go. I got to find a box big enough to sell this bag, haven't I?
Yeah.
That's the next problem. I got a Buzz Lightyear and a massive Millennium Falcon to send through. To anybody who wins it, I'm going to be wrapping and putting the figures and inside the box with the X-wing with the Millennium Falcon because it's fine. And whoever wins that, enjoy it because that's a bit of fun. I can imagine somebody playing with that and having a bit of fun with that. Anyway,
it's a great thing. Like I say, they just ramped up the vintage.
Yeah, they like vintage on steroids, isn't it?
Yeah, I mean, at the time we was all mad for it, but I do see why the figures are not as appreciated. But the vehicles, I think they're great, and especially as Hasbro won't bring out vehicles now, because the only way they bring vehicles out is if you go onto their whatever, where you have to pay ahead, Hasbro Pulse or whatever.
Yeah.
And you might not get your vehicle at the end of it because not enough people have bidded to say they're going to buy the vehicle.
It's almost like Kickstart, isn't it? Almost.
It's bad times for the toy world that it takes a giant company like that for us to kickstart them.
It's all kicking off in you. Hang on a minute. Godzilla's just turned up. Oh! Sorry.
That's the movie that I'd love. Oh, wow. Two of my favourite franchises.
Oh,
I did say to someone, to go off point a bit, yesterday, we were talking about, I play a bit of Call of Duty, and I said, yeah, it was mad last month. Because something come up about Snoop Dogg, and I said, keep shooting him. And he's like, why do you want to do that? I said, because he's like one of the skins on Call of Duty, and it seems that everyone is Snoop Doggy Dogg at the minute. And I said, last month, we had King Kong versus Godzilla. Well, we've got clones of Snoop Doggy Dogs running around with the odd Judge Dredd because there's a Judge Dredd skin. I said, I don't know what universe I'm in anymore. You know what I mean? And they're all in World War II.
I love it. Anyway, on them interesting thoughts in the world of Wick.
That would make an amazing movie, that's all.
It would.
A clone army of Snoop Doggy Dogs.
So hang on, we finished. They sold. Let's do this quick. So the Tats and Toys, look at
Oh,
that.
wow. Well done, Rob.
Take
Barging.
You'll either enjoy playing with that with the kids, or you'll take that somewhere and make some money. God bless you. Ladies and gentlemen at home.
Knowing him, he'll probably turn it into mask toys somehow. There'll be some sort of way of turning it into a giant mask, I don't know, what rhino or something. You know, that falcon will be scrapped for
Genius. God bless you all. We'll see you next week. Vic, I love you.
I love you all. Take care.
Keep calm, keep collecting. See you later. Bye.
Bye.
Monkey's Emporium, the coolest vintage toy shop in the universe. Monkeys.